I would make it I would make it about what a shame it is that the people whose loved ones, family members, are interred in an abandoned cemetery. We can't just let this be. An abandoned cemetery is not a very good reflection on on what we aspire to be. You know, coming to Texas is a challenge because I've been away so long, and I don't really know the place, although I know the people. When I stepped off the plane and was greeted by my brother-in-law, I felt this is good to have my feet on this ground.
All right, I'm Dave Greeley. I'm the one working member, volunteer member of the Fort Bend County Historical Association Cemetery Committee, and I'm also associated with a group called Find a Grave. Several months ago, I was contacted by Joe, who lives in Seattle, wanted to come out here and visit the ancestral burial ground of the Gastons and Whites, and that's where we are. The ideal is to get the descendants of the folks that are interred here uh, to get together and want to restore the cemetery.
It's a real privilege to be this close to the burial place of my great great grandfather. So my father and mother were here in 1973, and my father put in his notes there was also a stone that was similar to Hudson Gaston's stone nearby, and he wondered whose grave that might be a marker for. But he said it had fallen over and the lettering was face down into the ground. So the reason we turned this over was to see if the name could have just been on the other side of the stone, and we don't find anything there right now. It's hard to find information about where Carolyn T. Gaston um, died and buried. Actually, there's a newspaper clipping that says that she died at her residence in Fort Bend County on February 10th, 1876. So we know exactly what we're looking for, but so far we haven't found a stone here in this cemetery. Carolyn T. Gaston, before she married, was Carolyn T. Austin, the daughter of General William Tennant Austin. And it seems like with that historical background, there would have been better records about what happened to Carolyn T. Austin Gaston.
All right, I'm looking at a list from the Fort Bend Library genealogy obituary of cemeteries, and then it lists the Gaston Old Jones Cemetery, which is this one, who's buried here. And it lists Elizabeth Bryant, Jasper Cowart, Ronald Garner, Cornelius Gaston, Hudson Gaston, Relford Martin, Tessie Smith. And then there are 6 Whites. So the Whites are on the outside of the cemetery, and there are 6 of them. So supposedly within Gaston Cemetery, it's seven known burials.
My hope is that this film and this interview will be a way of reaching out to people to say, what can we do? If I went back to Kilgore and saw that the place where my mother and father are interred looked like this, I would just be screaming. I'm ashamed, and I think we as a people need to recognize that we need to be more respectful of the places where our family members are interred.
Well, we had a great morning here at the Gaston White cemeteries. It's actually two cemeteries in one. Gaston is the enclosed one, and it really was a lot of fun. And you go out to the cemetery, and if you look, it's by that near that big oak tree, and when you get into that area, it's like everything falls off your shoulders, and you feel just relaxed in that area. You're surrounded by beautiful trees. It's quiet, and it's a beautiful spot.
Well, I will continue to do research, and I'm very, very happy to have Dave Greeley's support in that, and his input and his willingness to help with the research and to give feedback. So the next steps are to continue to expand that network of people who are concerned and who are willing to devote time, to volunteer their time to do this work in the interest of beautification of our abandoned cemeteries. So I hope that a film like this will help to get the message out that we don't have to leave them as they are.